What if I told you that one of the most influential conspiracy theory movements of our lifetime wasn't the work of some internet troll, but actually a carefully orchestrated government psyop that backfired? It may just be yet another speculative conspiracy, but hear me out in the case of QAnon. In October 2017, an anonymous user named EQ Clearance Patriot first posted a series of cryptic messages on 4chan claiming to have insider knowledge of the Trump administration. This shadowy figure soon amassed devoted followers who hung on to Q's every word, no matter how bizarre or inaccurate their predictions may turn out. On the surface, it sounds like just another internet fringe community. But what if Q was actually a covert propaganda program directed by government entities? Agencies like the CIA and NSA have a well-documented history of infiltration and disinformation campaigns used to influence public discourse. Is it so implausible that they had a role in weaponizing conspiracy culture itself to discredit dissent? Just look at how useful a distraction Q has been for keeping certain demographics wrapped up in the theater of absurdities like Pizzagate or Jewish space lasers. Every news cycle focused on the latest Q drop is one less focused on issues of real substance. Not to mention Q muddying public understanding of very real crimes. By lumping in outlandish theories with credible investigations, authorities can conveniently write off all scrutiny as lunatic conspiracies unworthy of consideration. Whether intentional or not, the Q psyop was a stroke of genius, a way to manipulate conspiracy communities into doing the bidding of their puppet masters in intelligence agencies. But even the best-laid plans can backfire. The weaponized disinformation took on a life of its own, spiraling beyond anyone's control. The real danger emerged when these theories jumped from internet chatter to violent real-world action. We saw this with Pizzagate, the January 6th insurrection attempt, and the recent attack on the Cincinnati FBI headquarters by an armed Q follower. The situation continues escalating in terrifying ways. So while we may never uncover definitive proof of the origins of Q, it remains important to question the narratives we're being fed by unnamed sources. The powers that benefit greatly from managing public opinion through conspiracy, that much is no theory. We would be wise to keep that in mind. Even as we enjoy the theater of scandal and outrage, we must think critically about whose interests are being served and what truth is being obscured. The cost of credulity keeps rising.